Hi, my tubies. You know who it is already. I don't have to tell you. Sheila True Love. Today we're going to be talking about something that, to be honest, I got to put my glasses on for this because I want to be incognito and hide out. It's just like, we're going to be talking about women who are cougars. You know what a cougar is? Women who date much younger men. And to be quite honest with you, I don't really know where I stand on that. At the same time, you know, I love Derek Jackson, Derek Jaxn. I value his viewpoints on things. Yeah, I do. Let's talk about that. Why he supports cougars. He supports it. Women being cougars. Let's see what's up. Okay, Derek.
Jackson, what's happening? So it's come to my attention that a lot of y'all grown women out there in your late 30s, 40s, early 50s that like younger guys, y'all get a lot of flack for that from your friends, from your family and all that, to call you a cougar as if it's some kind of derogatory term. But let me say this, not only does it make perfect sense to me why you would want a younger guy, but I'm in full support. You know, I think the age gap thing, like 50, 20, 25-year age gap thing, it could...
I heard what he said coming out the gate. And I've had younger men come to me. I've had this one guy who has pursued me like forever, but he had a foot fetish. I was on the bus with some sandals one day. He was young. I'm from the city. He moved up here from Albany. He was from the city. He saw my feet in sandals. I do have some pretty cute feet. Can I show you my feet? Wait. I don't know, but they're totally cute. They look like Fred Flintstone type things, whatever. And I had sandals on, and this guy looked at my feet, and he was young. The guy must have been like at least, 30, if not 28. This man looked at my feet, and he said, "Hi, my name is Well," and he told me all that. We talked, and he said, "You know, I would like to take you out shopping." And I was like, he said, "Well, you know, I'm from the Bronx and I don't know that many people. And I was hoping maybe you could show me around." I said, "Okay, that's interesting. But I have a son and daughter that's pretty much your age. And maybe I could hook you up with them." No, he said, "No. I was hoping that you and I could get together because I want to buy you some shoes." It turns out the guy had a foot fetish. He liked the way my feet looked. He wanted me to buy shoes. Have I ever been exposed to that kind of thing? No. He wanted me to buy shoes, to try on these different shoes, walk in front of him with my shoes, buy the shoes that I wanted. The girls from Sex and the City would have been loving this. He wanted me to buy the shoes that I wanted, walk around with them, take them, buy them, and he wants to come over to my house while I wear these shoes. I'm an ebony woman. That's something that ebony women are not used to. We just are used to fetishes, foot fetishes. But anyway, it was okay. Now, yeah, whatever. I won't tell you how that played out. Not until I show you my shoe rack.
It's a bad rep because, you know, especially with dudes, when they're dating a much younger girl, it's typically because they're trying to manipulate her. Or a 20-year-old girl going after a 90-year-old guy. She probably wants his money. But I understand a lot of grown women these days are left in a tough predicament because y'all take good care of yourselves. I mean, you're eating holistic, organic foods, you're prepping healthier meals so you can live longer, have more energy, so your skin, you know, stays tight and all that good stuff. Y'all go to the doctor regularly. Y'all even have a doctor strictly for your genitals, so that stays in good shape. You know, but when you date these guys or you're in a relationship with these guys that you're...
For our genitals, it's called GYN. That's perfect. Anyway, like I said, I'm a little reluctant. I'm listening to Derek. I love the man, as you can see in my previous videos. Derek Jackson, Jaxn. He got 4, 5, 8 books. I got like all freaking 6, everything I have of his except for the poetry. You can get them off of Amazon. Please do. He's amazing. Now, when it comes to this cougar thing, much younger women dating these young, let me tell you, the only thing I could see the benefit of dating a younger man is he don't have erectile dysfunction problems, and he feeds my ego. Every woman on this planet if they're honest, they can admit when a man, you walk into the room with a man, you take off your clothes, and his penis salutes you. Her salute. That's ego. That feeds my ego. You know? I walk into, oh, I'm dancing with you. I touch your arm a certain way. Your penis is salute. But with older men, it takes so much freaking work. You gotta sit up there and put on this. You gotta stroke that. You gotta put on this porno where he's lusting after other women. I don't have to have the younger guy lusting after no other woman. That younger guy is lusting after me. All I have to do is take off my clothes like this. I'm not going to go to the extremes. And with a younger guy, I could show him, look at this, some cleavage like this, and he's good to go. You do this kind of stuff with an older man, that's not good enough for him. It takes more and more. He got to get a younger chick where she's taking off her clothes so the old man can imagine he's screwing his daughter. How sick are they? That's what they be thinking about, how, look at that young girl. That's like my daughter. I'm screwing my daughter. That's what their fantasy is. They're sick and perverted. But with women, I could just take off my, it's not like I'm screwing my son. It's just like I'm taking off my clothes like this because I'm desirable. With that old geezer, just for me to go like this, it's not enough. But for that young guy, this is more than enough. That's the only reason why I could see me dating a younger guy. Now put my clothes back on, ain't blah 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 if you will. What else? Because younger guys like to, yeah, they do like to do things. Old men, they get grumpy and they are mean. As they get older, they get meaner. I don't understand that part. I'm baffled. I'm a girl who I like to analyze stuff and I gotta figure stuff out. I still can't figure out why when men get older, they're so mean. You already have a good woman. You have your home. You're in pretty much good health. You know, you're living in the moment. You have a job, and even if you don't have a job, you have hobbies, or you have your homeboys, or whatever. Why are you so freaking mean? Why are you old men, as you get older, you're mean, and you're hateful? And that angers me, because you know why it angers me? Because I don't understand that. You have a good woman who loves you. I know you have ailments, but so does she. If you're not dating some freaking woman who's not in your generation, so does she. But she's a woman. She's still going to cater to you and clean the house and cook and do laundry. You lay back and be old or whatever the hell you are. She loves you. The woman your age or the woman of your generation. Because if I'm with a man of my generation, I'm still vibrant. I do yoga. I like to go out dancing. The beauty of women my age, we like to travel, honey. We like to do things. We like movies. We like theater. We like travel. We like freaking jumping out of freaking parachutes to see whether we're going to live or die. How about that? It's called adrenaline rush. It's called excitement, actually. That's all it's called. You know, parachuting. I like parachuting. Have you ever been parachuting? I have. It's a rush. You be jumping out and they already tell you how to pull the string. Bam! You don't pull it, you're dead. You pull it, we're good. That's women your age. I don't know. But I tell you, when it comes to women being cougars, women, oh God, I can't speak for all the women in the world, but I know me. I like if I was to be with a young, and I've hung out, dated. Look at me, blah blah. I've dated younger men, and I've seen how I touch their knee, I touch their arm, I do something, I wear something provocative, and I'm just dancing with them, a slow dance, just dancing. He's like a lead pipe, with my ex-husband. You gotta do this, you gotta watch this, you gotta massage that, you gotta put on this porno, you're so much work. Every woman wants to feel desired. And when a man's penis stands up to salute, that is desired. Okay? So I understand why women could want to be a cougar for that reason. To be saluted.
Age, yeah, they may be more mentally mature than the average, but that comes at a price. Because a lot of these older dudes feel like once they're in a relationship, once they're past their prime and they've had all their fun, their job is done. They get into a...
Yeah, and another thing, when a woman who is your age, you did everything in your power, these older men, to make your wife feel like she wasn't desirable. Like there was something wrong with her. That's the reason why you can't get an erection. You did everything in your power to make her feel like she wasn't enough or sexual enough. Something's wrong with her femininity. But when she goes out with that younger guy or a man who's not old, she realizes it had nothing to do with my femininity or my sexuality. It's just that he's old. He tried to make me feel like something was wrong with me. There was never anything wrong with me. It's just that he's, I don't know, he's old. Get your man before he hits 40, girl. And watch what you're going to see the reaction. Anytime your man makes you feel like you're not sexy enough or there's something wrong with you, get yourself somebody before he hits 40. They'll show you how desirable you are. They will always salute. That's why women do it. Affirmation. It's not even about affirmation. I don't know. Like I told you, I don't need no validation to make me feel like I'm worth something. At the same time, women want to feel like they're sexy. That they are... I guess that there comes an age when you want validation. And it's not to say my worth. It's to say that I'm still very sexy. And when I could stand in front of a man and I could take my clothes off and he's like this without me even having to touch him. I don't have to touch him, but he's like this just looking at me. I know I got it, honey, and I know it's nothing wrong with me. It's you. You're old. You're old because when I pulled my clothes off in front of this 38-year-old, this 39-year-old, he was like on point. Can we talk lead pipe? You have to keep pressing your penis to see if it's flaccid. Is it flaccid? Is it up to part? What? No. Why do women have to put themselves through that? Just get yourself one of these younger dudes. Take off your clothes and watch what happens. The genie comes out of the lamp.
Relationship, and they don't want to be spontaneous anymore. They don't want to keep things exciting. In the bedroom, they half-ass. Even if they do have the right mentality, biologically, they typically can't keep up with women their age because they didn't take good care of themselves. A lot of dudes don't care about going to the doctor until something shuts down. Or they got bad drinking habits, or they're eating Waffle House 3-4 times a day and McDonald's and all that stuff. So, now they got a low sperm count, or they done slain their dick all over the city. So now it's burnt out and they can't keep a consistent erection. So,
that's a man. He knows what a penis is all about. He done burnt himself all out. He can't keep a consistent erection. It has nothing to do with your sexuality or how sexy you are, ladies. Listen up.
But they get into these relationships with these women and they leave them unsatisfied, especially in the bedroom.
All the time.
She wants somebody that can pick her up. But if he work out, he probably don't even work his legs, so they skinny and his belly big, so he can't do that. He can't go past the first round because he ain't got no energy. She just warming up and he already shutting down, going to sleep, and she ain't gonna get none for the next week or two. So when she goes back out on the dating scene after that relationship falls apart, these grown women, they saying, well, shit, I don't need nobody for financial stability because now I'm old enough. I've progressed in my career. I'm good there. I just need a man who's 1, mature mentally, 2, honest, and 3, can leave my back in shambles. That's all a woman want, and who else you gonna find that in but a younger guy?
Thank you.
Let me tell you something. These younger dudes, there's a wave of guys who got their mind right. They 25 years old, 23 years old, 27 years old, because they was raised by these 55, 60-year-old women that know what these ain't shit older dudes are like and said, you know what? My son will not be one of those. So mentally, they got their mind right, and then physically, they still got a lot of juice left in the tank. So by the time they 40 or 50 or 60 years old and they start slowing down, the woman, she's 70 or 80, so she good. So it makes total sense to me, and I'm 100% in support. You know, if you're an older woman, you're a grown woman, and you want you a younger man, I say go for it. The only people we need to side eye, if we talking...
You heard what he said. If you're an older woman going for a younger man, he says go for it, honey. Go for it. Because these older men, they slow down. They got nothing in the tank. They hardly got nothing. It has nothing to do with your sexuality or how sexy you are. They're just old. They're old. That's how you can tell when they're old. Okay? Really. My body, even though I'm not a perfect 10, and I'm not I'm on a diet right now with my weight plan. But let me tell you about my body. I'm 5'7", honey. I'm long-waisted. I'm what you call, not even fluffy. I'm called full-figured. Believe that. I look good in my clothes. You know what? If I wasn't a lady, I'd take my clothes off right here and let you see what my tits look like without a bra. For real. I'm working on my stomach, but my stomach is not all that pow-pow. I just want my stomach flatter. But let me tell you something, honey. If you saw what I was working with, and like I told you, I'm middle-aged. How about that? I show my body off to some freaking 35, 40-year-old man. Pow! Done. Believe it. You know how I know? Because I've been in that situation. Not that I followed through with it because I'm a Christian, but I just wanted to test the waters to see if my body was hot enough. And yes, I did disrobe myself in front of a younger man. And guess what? He didn't have no problem saluting me like I was the freaking, what is that? They salute the flag and pledge allegiance? He damn sure pledged allegiance to my body.
Cougars, the real cougars are those women that are 30, 40, 50 years old. They got a dude who's technically their age, but mentally he's still in the 8th grade. She got to carry him, babysit him, raise him, calling him her man, and that's her whole ass dependent. Those are the ones we need to side eye, and hopefully they make better dating decisions. But as for the grown women, you trying to get your groove back or keep your groove because you never lost it,
oh yeah,
do your thing. But y'all let me know what you think in the comments, man.
I love you, Derek. You want your groove back? You ever saw that movie, How Stella Got Her Groove Back? If you haven't seen it, I suggest that you rent it. I don't know if it's on YouTube at this point. You probably pay $2.99 or something. How Stella Got Her Groove Back. She was with a younger man. Am I promoting all of that? I think it's perverted. At the same time, when women do stuff like that, it's because their husbands made them feel like they weren't desirable. Every woman wants to feel desirable. And when you make a woman start to feel like, oh, she's not desirable because you could get your penis hard looking at that young thing or looking at that, but you can't get your penis erect when you're looking at me, guess what happens? Yeah. She's going astray. You have no one to blame but yourself. Because God created a woman who a woman is. She gets dressed up, makeup, her hair, her nails, and all of this to be attractive to you. And when you don't respond, she's going to go where somebody will respond. How about that? Personally, me, I do a lot. I do flirting. I flirt. I'm not going to sit up there and whip up my private parts with someone who's not my partner. That's just not me. At the same time, I did put myself in that position where I did because my husband, he made me feel like I was nothing. And I just wanted to see if I can get a man salute me like you salute the flag. And guess what? Once the guy saluted me, I knew how to put an end to that. I just wanted to see. I did slow dancing with some men. I get them to salute me. I went up into some place or whatever. I pulled my clothes down to a certain extent. And looking at my body, the man saluted me. You know? Because the way my husband treated me, he treated me like I was garbage. Like I wasn't worth much of nothing. He looked and lusted after everything out there except for his own wife. But guess what? There were other men who were lusting after me. Oh yeah, and trust me, trust and believe. I've had, 2 or 3 men tell me that when they're masturbating, guess who they're thinking about? Is it those freaking women that you think about? That's not your... Guess what? Somebody's masturbating and thinking about your wife. How about that? How about that? Masturbating, thinking about me. Sheila, true love, you always have a choice, honey. Choose wisely and be grateful that they have men who are masturbating, thinking about you. It's beautiful.